So here are my thoughts on what's going on. So the chalice is restoring the world to its original state. It's not reborn. It's not recreating the world or anything, or like a whole brand new world. Same world, same people, everything repeats. But you could argue there could be one difference. I think there might be a possible plot twist reveal we might get. So the author Libram eventually realized everything was repeating. But what if, I'm going to throw out, what if they're both Libram? Because Nemble, he said that a unknown sorcerer confronted the original one who wanted to destroy the world and sacrificed him to reborn the world. If the events are repeating all the way to the original set, you could possibly say there's a paradox effect going on, that like we're fighting ourselves, like, because we obviously exist in this new origin world, but you could also argue that the chalice may have created the quote-unquote original you. So there could be the original you, which sets out to do the events of this whole game, and then the you who goes crazy and tries to destroy the world eventually. Does that sound like a completely insane theory, maybe? Maybe a little too much? But I don't know, like, they've made a lot of surprise twists with a lot of the characters and stories in this game. So I'm wondering if he is also just Libram. Like, they're both the same person. Bootstrap in a nutshell. Like, that's what I'm thinking, which, going on that line of thought would mean that the sacrifice ending would have to be the canon ending then. Because in the ending where we spared him, he, you know, momentarily became himself again, but then he went back to going crazy, and they just endlessly fought each other, and then you became Libram with a new prisoner, which doesn't seem to line up with that theory. Again, assuming any of this is accurate, that is. But anyway, let's get on with it. Let's see what we have in store. Now, it's interesting to note there are actually two subsections here, so there's clearly more of this than just 4 sections, so... Which actually, maybe each one of these is some kind of alternate route, and then that somehow leads to a conclusion, maybe. Maybe. Anyway, let's just hop on in, then.
I'd been skeptical for much of my journey, but no doubt remained. Things were progressing exactly as the Red Sorcerer had described.
But you know, if they knew all this shit, why didn't they do anything to change it or something? Why did they need this special artifact thing? Couldn't they have found some way to do something?
If the prophecy held true, Magusar and I were damned to slay one another for all eternity. How many times have I felt this ache in my heart? If the prophecy is true, the world will repeat. Grimm's eternal recursion.
So how can we stop it then?
What number am I?
How can we stop this?
Had I not met Red, I'd have lived out my days without ever knowing, without ever doubting. Who can say what ignominious ends my prior lives had met?
But yet, the thing we need to know is yet he is here in front, because remember, the author is the book. So, I mean, obviously this is still leading to the events repeating, or something would have happened. Right?
What good does knowing the true nature of the world do a man who cannot change it? Had I the means to break free of this fate of death and murder? As I made my way to poor, mad Magusar's side, I noticed it. His fearsome aura had suddenly disappeared.
What? Wait, what? Wait, so he vanished and a monster appeared? That's kind of weird. You don't usually see the enemies pre-spawned in. Hey, Chief. I still don't know what this thing is. Whoa, whoa! Spin shit. Leap over me? Huh. You know, now you mention it, it does look like he's wielding sewing needles now that you mention it. Come on, stop with the spinning! You spin for too long! Hey, filthy queen. much and way too long. Oh no. Yep. But if it is a sewing thing, what's up with all the paint? That's the only thing I don't get, if it's supposed to be some kind of sewing kit type thing. Is that a what? Now he's doing something different. What the fuck is that? Why are there like two... bombs? Damn it. Of course it would vanish. Oh no. Some other shit. Oh dear, no. This one quick. Let's see, I'm going to, let's use my wool beast. Okay. Do not like your spinning attack. Ow. Did not get invincibility flames on that. Yo, the fuck? Before I toast that spits paint. I don't know. Maybe actually, but then why does it look like needles? Unless on the tip, suppose. No, they're paint bushes. They're not needles. They have paint bushes. So then that would mean what he actually is. Then he's a portrait. It's a living portrait with a body. With a body. Ah. Still, portrait with a, like, weird humanoid body is pretty fucking weird. Ah! Leave me alone with the spinning. This is not a spin the win case for me. That win? What the fuck? Yeah, provocative, don't you think? I like when he does that one. It's a really long animation. Lets you get wound up. Ooh, what? We not quite black holes. Did he just sidestep? What? Wait, is he drawing? Oh, he's summoning mobs. Kill all those mobs. Go out of the way. He's not very good at aiming that belly slide, is he? I wonder if I can hit those. That wasn't a good test on that. Oh, come on! you. Oh, come on. That's ridiculous. Don't seem you can hit him. He's still not close to dying. Oh no! It's starting to act really slow. Oh! Ow. Oh no. Yep. Sit there, keep painting, why? Just keep filling your wheel in with ice. That's getting to the level of that giant Cyclops levels of annoyance. He's in the lead, so he's definitely getting mail. Come on. Ugh. Get away from your paintings now, buddy. Oh no. Don't fucking game. Yeah, so I guess it's supposed to be a portrait since it's holding paintbrushes. So I don't know what the body's really supposed to represent.
I don't want to die yet.
Ooh, that's a really big boost. 105. I think the highest I've seen was like 70, I think.
Yet.
Well, hope luck's on your side, buddy. Looks like it was. A flip of a coin. Just a simple flip. Might look into the lore on that one. I'm kind of curious. Man, that was a long fight. SS++ monster.
Instead, I saw a familiar sorcerer sitting on a rock.
Well, this is a coincidence.
The 13th Persepius. Why had Avalon's master come to such a place? Every corner of the land bore the scars of Magusar's rampage. The world's end drew near, true to Grimm's prediction. Avalon. Sanctuarium. Grimm. It was a summit of all three leaders. Grimm's hierarch, Terwin, had proffered a scheme, a way to disrupt the endless cycle.
A blasphemy against the whole of human history.
Persepius had refused, but the agents of Grimm advanced their plan just the same. However, their plan required the Ars Magica. The memory of Persapius. In order to get it, they would need to sacrifice him.
What triggered this aberration? It was the author's newfound confidence in the future and in fate. An idea that originated in Grimm's prophecy and from Red Hood. The journey with Magosar was meant to end with an eternal bloodbath. It happened a moment before the end, a corruption of the world's recurrence.
Yeah, it's not like that's the woos of everything. Now, we do need to remember, Avalon's goal is to stop monsters. So, in a sense, you would think they would kind of have the same goal. Because the chalice is what's creating all this. The chalice is what creates monsters, because the monsters are birthed from the wishes and sacrifices, and it's rooted in everything.
The Order of Grimm aimed to stop time for all the world. If the world never reached its end, the painful cycle could go no further.
But everyone would be...
Terwin had explained her plan to them in full.
But all, like, nothing would happen also.
A familiar tool would play a vital function. The apple shades Red kept. The illusions they bring about are unique. I can say from experience, the feeling is akin to dreaming. Furthermore, she claims they interlink the minds of those under this spell.
So, what? Her plan was to pull a Danganronpa V3 and live in a simulator in that one case where they're like, okay, so to stop killing everyone, let's all go in a simulator so nobody will die. Like, so you want to stop time and link everyone's heads with an illusion to, in theory, create life continuing on. Yeah, I don't think this is gonna work well.
Years can pass within these dreams in the span of a few of the waking world's hours. Evacuate all of humanity into this state, and the specter of the end is banished. Just one problem remained: how to make the illusion span the globe. The Order sought the answer in the pages of the Ars Magica. An amplifier for illusions.
But it's not really solving the problem, though.
Persapius himself confirmed that such a method did exist. Yet his next words were resolute.
Fleeing into illusion means the defeat of mankind.
Yeah, basically. Because, I mean, eventually everyone would die and no one would be alive to begin with. The world would literally end eventually. Why am I fighting Red Riding Hood? Like, Grandma go on a rampage again? Grandma turned into a werewolf and then she ate those deer and they didn't want her over the sea. This is a different area. Still have a few new areas to pull out of your sleeve, game. Ooh, pretty. Hey, actually, that kind of reminds me of the end story for,
There's something going on. But what?
like that. Like, that column reminds me of a scene in Saga Frontier when you play through Blue's storyline. You know what I'm talking about. If you played it, that is. If you're like Dan, you never played Saga Frontier, then you had a blasphemy childhood. Now I gotta fight this thing again.
I'm not gonna let old age get to me.
Cat, out of the way. I'm trying to get other cats. They only vanished? Sheesh. What? Werewolf. Can we chill on whatever the fucking possession shit's going on here?
I'm not gonna let old age get to me.
Yeah. Ooh. Easy there, champ. Well, you'd say the wind ain't blowing you around.
Heed your elders and watch yourself.
Not more of this shit. Yeah, the chain. There we go. Bio still has a weak point on it. Oh!
Keep up, child.
Nope. Get away from the 7-0, please.
Must follow the girl. Keep up, child.
Will do.
Is that all, monster? Heed your elders and watch yourself.
Holy fuck. I don't know what a cat.
Used to be.
Oh no. Now, while you do that, I'm gonna go get this cat, please. Thank you. Oh, beautiful.
Used to be.
Do that real quick. Oh dear.
Heed your elders and watch yourself. Used to be.
Real quick. Yeah, token gold. Let's go for that token one. Actually, I gotta use a bomb off my daily, so here we go. Okay. Hey, yo. I do not like this wind. Well, that's what I needed. He had to be so far away. Damn it. Keep your spear still so I can fucking hit it. Ah. Bastard.
Get to me.
No, don't you? Oh! That was like the edge of the map was walking back. Oh God! Yes, do that. I didn't get the spear, but broke everything else, so. Punk. Ooh, no choice, eh? Oh, what? It actually was wed. Well, that explains why I don't get a choice. Why did she become a monster? I mean, I guess, like, grandma, like, granddaughter? Some new stuff here. Upgrade. I don't know if I have a poison sword. Let's see what happened to Wed.
The monster regained human form, a familiar one at that. It was the third Red Hood, Semelia. What was happening? She seemed unreal somehow, and I felt dizzy looking at her.
Please, think. This is...
With that, the red sorcerer vanished into smoke. Was it just an illusion? It seemed the stuff of dreams. As I looked around, I saw it. There, where Semelia had stood, was a fragmented apple. No. Why would she leave such a message? What had she hoped to say? The apple shades had already been used. Grimm's plan was now in action. I stood in a world of illusion.
That's not good.
A step had already been taken into the world of illusions. Where did Magusar disappear to? Magusar, or the terrible beast that he became, was stranded in reality, which should not have been possible at all.
So that means he will have killed everyone.
How did the world end in a manner that never occurred before? The answer is linked to the Order of Grimm. A group that should have never existed in the first place. They appeared at some point along the countless repetitions of reality.
For the book? Or for all the voice actors? I mean, none of the voice actors won as different sounding to me.
They were an oddity, an aberration.
Nobody sounds different to me. Why? Did they actually get new voice actors for all the returning people? No, I'm starting to think there are 3 of these, and we have 3 organizations. I'm wondering if each of these alternate things might be for each of the 3 groups, maybe. Oh, you mean like the quality? No, I'm usually a terrible person to ask for that. I haven't really noticed. I honestly probably can't. Been a while since I joined in for some random crap. Only one. Boo. Come on, let me have the internet connection. You'd be like, nope. See, it's so unfair. I'm really, like, if I had, like, a definite, like, knowledge if there's an active player base for this game, I would actually possibly be tempted to buy the pass. But if I can't really know if the player base is active, I mean, it'd just be a waste of my money then. Didn't get much extra out of that.
What's up?
I kill the dragon 3 times. Wed Quest of Fate.
What? Not interested? Then back to the gutter with...
And you see, that's a fair point too. There's probably lots of people who come to the exact same conclusion. Because anyone in my situation that's playing on a Vita TV with an English or just basically any account that ain't Asian, you're basically like, well, fuck, I can't use the pass because my account's not an Asian account. It's kind of a shitty, sucky situation. So we're up to 348 defense. Could use a little bit more attack power. Oh, I'm in Divine Arm 3, yeah. I probably should do a few sacrifices. I don't need that many. So I still need a werewolf LE soul. You just sell? I still don't know what the hell scapegoat is. Wedhead Slayer? Interesting. You get so many of these that offer like little to no actual bonus at all. I don't even know why. Like, look at the requirements to use it. Like, almost none of them have anything special. They're only like 5% attack defense or base health 20. Like, none of them do anything else outside give you a different looking arm, and it's like ridiculous some of the shit it wants you to get just to unlock a different visual looking arm. Let's see, that's always the best version of that. Oh yeah, maybe I do want the Divine Arm then. Cause that's a pretty nice increase of defense, honestly. Maybe I should keep that. Well, I guess let's see what this, let's see. Oh no, we're still on the third one. Actually, what's the time? Sheesh. These missions are getting really long again all of a sudden. It's really weird going from like taking 5 minutes, 20 minutes, and then a whole bunch of 5 minutes, and then go back to like 20 minutes of fight. Just going back and forth.